Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is end of the month of May Tarot Oracle reading. And Sagittarius, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Sagittarius, we all have a little bit of Sagittarius in us somewhere. If you do have your birth chart, what house is Sagittarius in? That could tell you where this information is most significant for you. Also, this is a timely reading, meaning if you're watching it at this time, it is the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it has been a while since I have posted this, what was going on in your life back then? That could give you further clarity as to your situation now. All right, so we do have the Four of Wands. Is marriage in the picture, Sagittarius? This is marriage, commitment, and partnership. It's basically considered like the official marriage card of the tarot deck. The Four of Wands is representing, the wands represent the element of fire and passionate action. The wands are made of wood and they fuel the fire. So this is talking about, you know, as I said, it's basically the official marriage card, but it also can be just commitments and partnerships in business. Basically, this is saying you have the down payment for the castle, but you still have to make the mortgage payments. And, you know, the question was popped. The answer is yes, but now it's you're working on the wedding, and then you're going to need to continue to put energy into the relationship so that it is successful and fulfilling. All right. And then we have here, this is the internal forces or the underlying energy for the internal forces. Internal forces are what you have control over. So your internal forces are the what ifs, basically. If you're asking yourself, what if I do this and they do that, or what if they don't do this and I have to do that? This kind of energy. What if he pops a question or she pops the question and I say yes? That type of energy. It's the woulda, shoulda, couldas of life. And we do have the underlying energy for the internal forces is disappointment in love. This could be romantic love, or you could be disappointed in family members or friends or, you know, people that are close to you. Or this can sometimes represent something that you love to do or be. This person is sitting under this tree, disappointed. It could be saying that you've given someone 3 chances already, and they're asking for a 4th chance, and you're like, nope. 3 strikes, you're out. I'm not entertaining another go with you. This sometimes in romantic love could represent a couple that with a third party energy getting involved. And sometimes that can even bring about the most beautiful gift of all, a cup of love from a baby, but maybe not yours. So that's not the most, you know, exciting news. I will put it to you that way. And then it also could represent maybe you've done your best to launch something 3 times, or you've had 3 different relationships and with, you know, in love, and it just hasn't worked out. And the universe is saying, give it another go. Like it has a really good chance of this coming through this time. But this person is kind of like tired of being disappointed. That's the underlying energy. So interesting, because now we have marriage. So something's changing, and here we have it right here. We have the Fool. The Fool is representing a brand new cycle. The Fool starts at the 0 point, and he's on his journey. And this is talking about a cycle has ended. So maybe this disappointing energy for your that you're sitting under the tree here lamenting is now over, and we're starting a new cycle. The sun is shining. He's just got a little bit of baggage. The Fool has tattered sleeves, representing that he has been out there before. So this isn't his first cycle. Having said that, it's a new one. So he can take everything that he learned from all his previous cycles and add them to the mix so that as he moves forward. But this is saying wanting to start fresh and, you know, like have the innocence of someone that is like feeling passionate about what they're, moving forward. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles, now, okay, so we have this energy here. It's interesting because this card is talking about sowing seeds and then having enough to give to others. This is about the give and take in life. But we have two Pentacle cards here, and I'm just going to read these kind of together because it's saying basically that this person has sowed seeds for a project or something, a business possibly, and has managed to get a return of Six Pentacles, but feels breadcrumbed. Like he was expecting a better offer than this. So this is your self-image going out on a new cycle, and this is your abundance. So this is saying, like, in tarot, the most you can have is 10 Pentacles. And Pentacles represent health, wealth, and happiness in the 3D, and they also represent an energy of money, of course, because in 3D you need money to be able to function. And so this energy is talking about this person has put effort into something, and they have enough now. Like this would be upper middle class energy, and they have enough to give to charity. And this is saying, I'm giving charity to this person, but he has the scales of justice above this person because if you look closer, this person has something in his pocket already. So he doesn't need this person's money to be able to move forward. So, like he's saying, I'll give to you, but not to you. So this is learning discernment. How much time, money, energy are you going to invest? Now, the Pentacles do represent money as part of the equation, but this is more about lifestyle as well. So you could have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health or maybe some love in your life, then it can feel pretty empty. And this is saying that after putting this Six Pentacles of energy in, he expected his return to be very much more than what it is. And, this is someone, like, this is Seven Pentacles now. And he's saying, wow, like that was my return after putting all that time, money, and energy into this project. The benefit, it's not there. Like the lifestyle is not there. The profit isn't here. This is someone who would be used to making good money. I mean, if you think about 10 of Pentacles being the most, this would be someone that's maybe, earning 700K a year or something like that. You know what or worth that kind of money. So he's used to being successful, and he's used to having a better return. And so this can represent this feeling of being breadcrumbed. And this, of course, is about abundance of lifestyle. So not just money. And this here is about your early communication. So this is talking about being used to having better results in this. And you may have come from a family of entrepreneurs or something. So you may, or this could represent generational wealth that's been passed down. So this could, say there was some sort of inheritance or something. Something's going on here where you feel like it's not working out. Is it really worth me doing this? Like, what do I need to do differently? Now, I want to point out that because of the energy of Neptune and Saturn having moved into the sign of Aries, like Neptune moved in it's been about a month and a half now, but Neptune moved into the sign of Aries, and it's about our idealism and how we approach business, partnerships, life, how idealistic we are, how optimistic, and that type of energy. And the energy was in Pisces. Neptune was in Pisces for the last 14 years, and it just moved into Aries. So in Pisces, it was really happy there because Neptune rules Pisces. And that was a senior executive. It's a certain way of doing things. I've done it this way in the past. It's always worked. And now the Neptune moved into Aries for the next 14 years. And this energy is more like a newborn baby. So there's a huge difference between the Pisces energy. Pisces is water. And the most senior Aries is the baby of the zodiac and the baby of the fire signs. and is all about fire energy. So it's basically saying that a lot of people are feeling this. The same old way we were doing things is not working like it used to. And you can see this all over the place. There's just all sorts of, energy out there where people are, like I just was watching a video about social media influencers on TikTok complaining that they are not making the same money that they used to. And this is kind of like the ebb and flow of business. Like it's part of that energy. But this energy, a lot of people are used to doing things a certain way for 14 years. And now with Neptune in the sign of Aries, it's changed. And I felt it right away. Like it was like, whoa. Really different energy. And so now also Saturn moved in there with Neptune. The good news is Saturn and Neptune are sitting on top of each other right now, but the energy, Saturn is about responsibility and making sure you can pay your bills and all of that energy. And we also just had a moon in Taurus, the new moon, and like that energy's kind of that was on the 16th, and today, as I'm doing this reading, it's the 19th. So that, we're still feeling that energy a bit. And Taurus energy is all about like the element of earth and caring. Like Taurus cares. Like I want to have a comfortable home. I want to know my bills are paid. And so you might be feeling some of that type of energy. And so but this is not temporary with Neptune in Pisces or in Aries for the next 14 years. It's going to be that kind of energy where there's new. And then on top of that, Pluto went retrograde and went back into Aquarius. And it's blowing things, like this energy is making people feel confusion and like really feeling magnifying problems. It's a kind of a heavy energy. It's great for research and it's great for getting things in order and in alignment. But it's not uncommon for this. It's just a heavy feeling. And that's going to be with us until October. So the combination of that is causing a lot of people to feel uneasy when it comes to, and just what's going on in the world in general with the price of oil, and just there's a lot going on financially and economically in the global situation. So this is talking about now also being disappointed in love here and walking away. So this could be the Eight of Cups represents 8 cups here, and sometimes this can be, it's such an interesting reading because we have disappointment in cups here, and we have, as I said, this sometimes can represent in matters of love that there was a third party energy that happened. And here we have like 8 cups lined up. So this is, there's only 10 cups. So this is a substantial amount of time and energy and investment that someone put into a relationship. Now, this is talking about walking away from this relationship. And it's after it could be after 7 years, and then there's a gap, and we have 2 cups here, and then this third party energy creating a gap in the relationship. And so there could have been, this could be this is the energy right now. This would be for your emotional foundation at this time. So I feel like this is talking about once this disappointing energy is over, then you're going to be moving into a different way. Then you'll be moving into this new cycle, because it's kind of like saying you're finishing up this energy. And then we have, this is the cycle that you have been in. It's not a new cycle. This is talking about the cycle you've been in. Disappointed in maybe your marriage, and disappointed in something you love to do or be in your lifestyle, that type of energy. Or it could be saying that you're starting off on a new journey, because now we have a new lover coming in here, and this is talking about creativity, romance, and children. So I feel like this could be talking about a past situation. It could have to do with your marriage, and there could be a new lover coming in now. or this could still be talking about this cycle of energy, and because there's judgment here. So you would have a better idea if you haven't broken up with someone and you're feeling disappointed. This could be the story of why you're so disappointed. So this is generally, though, like when this is a divine couple. And so I feel like after you walk away, you're going to meet someone that you can marry, because judgment has been called on this energy here. So, you know, the disappointment in your love life, disappointment in the return on your investment. And it's talking lifestyle, not just money. So this could be someone that you've been in business with and also been in a relationship with, you know, and I feel this is saying there's a new lover coming in, and that's what the universe is saying, you know, walk away from this, and there's a new lover coming in. And, you know, the time frame could be, you know, like it's not like, probably you're not likely to move in with like get a new lover on the next day after walking away from a relationship, unless you're walking away with the person that there's a third party energy that comes in. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you've had an affair, but you may have met someone and it's made you feel like, okay, I have to end this so that I can move forward. So you'll know your situation. This is because this card is basically saying this is someone ordained by God, and it's talking about someone that you haven't had like this cloud. Is talking about someone you haven't had a relationship before, that you don't know well. If it's this old energy and we're still talking about the old energy, it's saying that you didn't know them as well as you thought you did. And then judgment is being called. So this is talking about your daily routine and habits, etc. So this makes sense. Like this is talking about if you're not happy in love, you're not happy in your business, and you're not happy with your lifestyle. And the judgment is coming in for all of this. All right, and this is a breadcrumbing energy, just feeling like you're putting way too much energy and effort into life in general and getting just to be living this disappointing lifetime. You're tired of waiting again. You're tired of being patient. You're just tired of the whole situation, tired of being tired. That's basically what this reading's about. And judgment is being called, though, from the spiritual realm. And, you know, I've been saying this, like this judgment card keeps coming out. And a lot of Sagittarius energy has been in this kind of energy for a while. And the promise, okay, it's coming, it's coming. So keep your chin up, keep moving forward, because it is on its way. We don't know the timing, you know, that the universe and God have. It's different from our own, what we think maybe should be happening. There could be factors behind the scenes that you're not aware of. So this is saying judgment is being called on the spiritual realm. The ancestors are excited. They're climbing out of their boxes. Like they're literally, this can say skeletons are coming out of the closet. Pandora's box been opened. The descendants are waving to them across the veil. So this might be an investment that you still, like that you haven't received, and you were supposed to receive, possibly passed down from your ancestors. You know, judgment has been called in the spiritual realm, when that usually means like it's supposed to come in quick. But I've noticed for Sagittarius, we've been saying this for a while. So we'll see here what's going on. We have unfair competition. So that is, I feel, talking about this energy here. There's been, you know, if you, this is my Mean Girls card. It's talking about an energy of, you know, narcissistic cheerleaders, you know, younger, like grade 6 to grade 10 kind of energy. And they can see that the other team at the competition should win. They're way better, but they want that trophy. So, you know, they'll try and figure out ways to trip the other team up so that they can win. And if they don't succeed, their mothers will pull strings behind the scenes to make sure that they do. And so this is, you know, the best thing you can do when it comes to competition is learn from it, be inspired by it, and recognize that in any competition, you're really just competing against yourself. The other people, yes, they might win the trophy, but it's how well are you doing when you go out there? Are you better than you were the last time? Can you learn something from the competition? Maybe it would better your skills, and then you would have a better result the next time you go out. And this is also can talk about sibling rivalry. So there's, and that would be possible if this is some sort of generational wealth that was supposed to be distributed, that type of energy. External forces you don't have control over like you do the internal forces. External forces, you're not saying what if anymore. You're saying what the EF happened. External forces happened. That's what happened. And you don't have control over what people say or do, but you do have control if you're going to react or respond to that energy. And this is talking about, okay, partnerships, communication, and spouses. So this energy is saying you need a rest. Or there is an arrest. Maybe they're the one. Maybe there's the reason why there's money missing. An arrest has been called. So this is talking about taking some time out so that you can feel with your heart what it is you really want to do about this situation. Do you keep on moving forward in the same way? Can you tweak it? Or do you need to just take accept your loss here and just move forward and let it go kind of energy? So this is talking about laying your mind to rest and wanting to feel with your heart. What are my authentic desires? What can I do about this? And I'm getting, damn it, I want justice. I like why am I not getting justice? When it's been promised and promised. That's the energy I'm picking up here. Like, it's kind of like a mixture, a lot of mixed emotions around this. And this is talking about hanging the mind on the wall and going with your heart. And your, on this window is the word pax. Pax is peace, peace of mind. So this is what you want. You want peace of mind in your commitments, in your relationships, whether that business, if it's your spouse, if it's your children, if it's like your family, friends, whatever this is. I feel like you're just tired of being disappointed. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So it's saying the truth is going to come out. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. And this is coming out, and it's saying that it's in transition now. That's the energy that when the truth comes in and you finally receive this truth, it's going to change this situation. And we have, how does it change it? We have the Knight of Cups coming in. So this is sort of clarifying here then that this is talking about the old energy. This is talking about the new energy. The Knight of Cups is coming in with an offer of love. The Knight of Cups, in the old days, the knights would deliver messages far and wide. And of course, the only way that they had long distance communication was to do it by horse or by camel or whatever, how they rode. These days, communication could be coming in many ways. This could even represent online dating. It could be something coming in the mail, flowers being delivered, an invitation. Perhaps this could represent a phone call, text message, an email. Maybe on social media, someone messages you, or you go to an event that was advertised there and you run into someone that is the perfect person for you. And, you start dating, and the next thing you know, there's a proposal of marriage. So that's the type of energy that the Knight of Cups is basically the knight in shining armor that we read about in romance novels. And yeah, this is ending. I feel like this is talking about the isolation that you've been feeling. And I feel like this is the transition when the truth comes out, that you won't feel like you're in this energy anymore. I just feel like you've been left out in the cold, that you haven't received something maybe that you should have received in business and maybe in love, and maybe the person that, one of the people that's involved in this isolation, because quite often this can represent tactics coming from outside. to cause people to be in a position where they're homeless, or like the money is taken from them, basically. There's 2 individuals here, and there's only 5 pentacles, so that's not enough to sustain 2 people for, you know, paying for a home and all of that energy. And so this one is on crutches, and he's got the bell around his neck. That big bell represents the plague bell. In the old days, they didn't have apps to isolate people when they were considered to be contagious. And so they would just hang a big bell around their neck, and then it would be so loud when they came in town, everybody would go running and away from them, which made it very difficult to get a job, I'm sure, or to get groceries or anything else. And this other person doesn't have any shoes on their feet. So this is talking about being in a situation where, you know, tactics possibly have been used, and that's about these pentacles. Of course, this is a shifty lifestyle. And the snow can represent, you know, anyone can handle a flake or 2, but when snow adds up, it gets really heavy. If you've ever had to shovel snow a lot, I'm from the prairies, and I had a lot of snow shoveling going on in my life, and a lot of very cold weather for months on end, and it can wear you down. It just, you know, if you're already in a difficult situation, and on top of it, it's cold and it's snowing, then you have that to deal with it as well, and it can really put that energy over the edge. But we have a soulmate energy coming in, so this is saying the soulmate is coming in. So I do feel that this is talking about, it's insisting that this change is coming. Now, you know, I'm just the messenger. I know Sagittarius. I just looked at the last reading from April at the end of the month, and it was kind of like, yeah, this is changing, it's shifting, and I know it's frustrating to wait, but this is about God's timing. So you're going to have to continue to be patient. Whatever's happening is behind the scenes, and on the spiritual realm is got to be brought down to earth, basically, for you to have this justice, this fulfillment, the end to this cycle, and the beginning of all this new energy that's much better coming in. And this is talking the soulmates. They're toasting each other. This is talking about having a soul connection, as well as being attracted physically. If this is a romantic partner, quite often it is a romantic partner, but it doesn't have to be. The soulmate can be someone in your family or anyone, actually. Excuse me, it could be a stranger, but it could be someone that empowers you in your business, or, you know, if it's not in your love life, but it also could be someone that is 2 in 1, basically. They are beneficial. You're beneficial for them. They're beneficial for you. And you enjoy each other's company a lot, and it improves your business, your lifestyle, and your love life all at once. Bang, just like that. And that's blessings coming in. And use your intuition. So yeah, especially the month of May right now, we do have 3 moons, basically. We've got the full moon at the beginning of the month, and then on the last day of the month, we have another full moon. And that's called a blue moon. So if you've been looking for the new moon readings, I didn't do a bonus new moon reading. I've just been talking about it in these readings here for the end of the month, because on the 31st there's going to be a blue moon, and this is a more rare occasion, and so I'm going to focus my attention on that blue moon after, you know, in the near future here. I'll be doing those readings. So this is talking like, because of all this moon energy, it's a very good month, a good time to use your intuition. This is talking about, and this is, I feel like a lot of people are feeling this energy. The High Priestess is sitting in between 2 pillars that represent 2 extremes. And all of this in the background is the noise from all the information coming in. And there's information coming from 2 opposing forces. So of course there's a whole bunch of information. And information does equal energy. So this is about 100% infinite potential to the power of infinity and beyond. But you have to be able to make strong choices with the information. And so this is talking about high priestess uses her intuition to do so. And she's sitting between two major extremes here. She's sitting between Jesus and the devil energy. So you can't get much more extreme than that. And she uses her intuition, and she's joyful because of it, because creative solutions come from using logic and intuition combined. So that's good advice for all of us, is to do so, and especially this month when there's so much moon energy. All right. If that's like, you're like, okay, I'm going to be patient. I'm do my best to be patient. Congratulations on that. It is annoying when the readings come up and they keep saying this is coming in, but the good news is they keep saying it's coming in. So do give it a like and comment if you've received some benefit from this. Consider subscribing. I would be honored if you did so. And I'm going to clarify now for those of you who would like further clarification. And let's see. We have, this is my Oracle, Tales from the Vector. This is something I started back in 2007. In 2020, I completed 64 paintings. This is actually one of them here. This is the Sagittarius energy. Well, there we have it. And then here. So I am going to, the numbers on these cards represent the paintings in the order that they are in my gallery on talesfromthevector.com. And this is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. In the description box below, I'll put them in the order they appear here, and the information to get to the website is there in case you want to check the paintings out. This is Temperance, so this is talking about being patient. And this is actually a Sagittarius card. It's like you're showing up here, so it's reconfirming. Stay devoted to your path. It's coming in. You know, don't be so impatient. Be devoted. Okay, we're doing our best here. And then we have the transition, saying again, this disappointing energy is almost over. So don't lose hope now, and give up whatever you're doing. Make sure that you do something, like get out if you're feeling really frustrated and disappointed, and just keep doing your best to stay on your path and have a good attitude. We have this Aquarius energy coming in. So I feel the Aquarius energy is coming in because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. And that's another major factor that we're dealing with from a few weeks ago, like with the energy of the astrological influences. There's been a lot since the beginning of the month, and we're kind of having a bit of a reprieve this week, and then there's going to be some more astrological influences coming in. But one of the major ones also is Uranus moved into the sign of Gemini just about maybe 2-3 weeks ago. And that energy, the last time Uranus was in Gemini was in 1941 to 1949, when World War II energy was happening and the aftermaths of that. So it's similar energy, and so we're feeling that on the planet right now. There's a lot of people feeling like edgy. The one thing, you can go back to the end of April, beginning of May readings if you want to know more about that. But the bottom line is, with Uranus in Gemini, a lot of truths are coming out about systems and failures and what was really going on behind the scenes. So like this energy is definitely here. And you may have noticed there's a lot of truths coming out, and a lot of people eating crow right now. That you thought, oh, those people will never be in a position of justice. Like, no, they have too much money and power and whatever, and we're seeing that no, there is justice coming in. Every day there seems to be a new truth. I say a truth a day, basically. And that energy, whatever's going on at the top of the scale here, is going to trickle down, and it's going to affect everybody. So what's going on with the elites at the top is definitely affecting everybody below in the pyramid, and also saying that there's individuals that have similar energy happening in their life. And this is talking about being able to go on a foolhardy energy. This new cycle, when it comes in, you can anticipate having, like, not feeling breadcrumbed anymore, having more to give, like being in a position where things are improving in your lifestyle. And this is going, whatever, like this energy, the reason why I feel, because this is in your career and reputation, that there's been some bullshit behind the scenes causing, maybe your business is going down because people have been talking about you behind your back, defamation of character, that type of energy. And generally, that's different tactics. And one of them is degrading someone's energy so that their business suffers. And if enough people do it, whether, it doesn't have to be true. If enough people do it, then your business could suffer because of it, for sure. And this is because they were tempted. Now, and this is sitting on someone in your love life, or someone that you love, someone that's close to you, because this is 8 cups, and you've walked away from them. Or they walked away because of a third-party relationship. The devil represents temptation. So definitely there's something going on there with someone, like in your inner circle, or someone's. We have 5 individuals here. It could be, that type of energy, unfair competition, people that work. This could be siblings as well. Family, that type of energy. So when the devil comes up like this, you're not going to get the truth from the devil, because it's very manipulative energy. So I always cover the devil with the next card. I want to know, what minion does the devil send in? Because the devil doesn't do his own dirty work. And we have indifference. There we have it. This is when people will smile in your face and say, we're all in it together. I'm sure things will pick up. And in the background, there's been defamation, gossip, slander, intended to lower your ability to make money, so that maybe there's some sort of, like, this is a promise of a lot coming in, the promise of truth coming in, the promise of love coming in. Maybe they've even gossiped and slandered you to the point where someone that was interested in you now isn't, until he gets the truth. Or she gets the truth, that type of energy. So yeah, this is like talking about, when people become indifferent to what they're doing, basically because they want something that you have. And this is use your third eye energy here regarding a lover that would be doing this for sure, but also that this new person coming in after this is, after you find out, maybe someone's coming in that's going to empower you in your business. If it's a soulmate, they're going to empower you in your love life, your lifestyle, and in your business. And then we have the Aries energy, and I do feel that this is again talking about this energy from the Aries energy of Neptune and Saturn both being in Aries. And also, like, it was towards the end of April, we had like 6 signs sitting in, or 6 planets sitting in Aries. And they said the likelihood of that ever happening again is going to be like maybe 500 to 800 years from now. So it was significant energy, and that's really bringing up all this new energy. And it's if you think about a newborn baby, how much they learn in the first year alone. We're in that kind of energy right now, where it's more experimental, and and fighting the change is just going to make it worse. So it's like we need to adapt. Now, Sagittarius energy is really feeling this because Gemini is across the wheel from you in the horoscope. So this energy is, but the cup of love is coming in your position of Sagittarius. So, but the Gemini energy is directly across from you in the wheel. So you're feeling this Uranus energy where the truth comes out. So if you're on the right side of the truth, and Uranus is there for 8 years. It's a strong force coming through, and we can see that at the top of the pyramid. And so I feel confident that this energy is coming through. So there could be very good reasons why it's not happening yet. Maybe they have to tweak some information. Some more information has to come in, so that the whole truth comes out, because that's what's being promised. Let's check into these external forces. The underlying energy from the bottom of the deck for the external forces is abuse of power. So definitely, I feel like there's some sort of energy here. Those people have to get caught before this energy. And I feel you may, well, you're probably aware of it. And if not, you are now. That there could be some slander, something gossip going on around about you, and it's causing this problem. Now, when the horoscope signs come in, I'm not talking about individuals, so I just want to be clear on that. I'm talking about the state of being of the signs. So, it could be possible, yes, this could be an Aries and this could be, an Aquarius, but that's not my intention. If you're like, no, call it is, you have to use your intuition around that, and, it could be very possibly true. And then we have anger. And so anger is another karmic space. So the good news is we're cleaning up a lot of karma here. Anger is the gift that keeps on giving. Like, I have a feeling, I feel like I can feel like an irritation. I'm tired of being tired, angry that nothing's being done, angry that, tired of waiting, and when is this going to happen? Like, how much more of this bullshit do I have to put up with? That type of energy is what I'm feeling. The falling and failing in love is a matter of I. So this is talking about opening your heart back up. Don't let anger overtake you, because anger is acidic. It's the gift that keeps on giving. If you're angry, it can get passed down from generation to generation. And anger, a lot of times people use it to motivate them, but anger is hard on you. And opening your heart up to what you want is way better strategy than remaining angry. And then we do have the Leo energy. So Leo is talking about, again, this, fiery energy coming in. Someone that the sun is shining on. So again, I feel this is confirmation that this new person coming in will be... this is talking about this upcoming potential energy. And then God is again saying, here I am. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's shining, it's light on, everything's saying, I said what I said, they're coming in. You have to be patient. You have to wait until the timing is right. You have to open your heart up to the possibilities here. There's no use being a drama queen. This is coming in, and actually, if you're sitting here fighting the energy and irritated because it's not happening how you expect it to, or in the time frame you expect it, you're just holding things up. So this is saying, chill out and rest. Put your mind to rest. Quit overthinking it. It is coming in, and it's also saying there's an Emperor energy. So the Emperor is all about performance. So this new energy coming in, whether it's male or female, is someone that